Worship, the matter was rolled over from yesterday to today. Accused number one indicated that she was not well yesterday and was taken to the doctor. Even today, before we could call your worship, my little friend indicated to me that the client is still not well. We decided that she should be taken to the doctor again. She was taken, and I've been shown a note or a sort of a report from the doctor. Yes. My little friend has got the documents.
Thank you, Worship. Your Worship, if I may first confirm the submission by the state and further read out for the record, Your Worship, what appears to be a report from the doctor, from Mr. S. Phindela, Your Worship, who is in telebequest. The letter is dated 27th of November 2024, and the time on it, Your Worship, is 3 minutes to 2. It is says as follows, Your Worship. 43-year-old female. I assessed the patient, clinically, the patient is fit. Mentally, the patient requires further assessment by a psychiatrist. Thank you. Then the doctor then signs it and also noted down, I think, his practice number, Your Worship. That's the position, Your Worship. Now, I took the liberty, Your Worship, when the accused returned from the doctor to ask her about her ability to proceed with the matter today, and her response was that she is not well, Your Worship. And as such, Your Worship, I further interviewed her regarding her mental state and mental condition, Your Worship. And she then said to me that, firstly, she would not be able to proceed with the case today because, as I've said before, she isn't well, and that she would not be able to follow the proceedings today. And she's requesting the court, Your Worship, to allow her to time to take the medication that was prescribed to her, Your Worship, for what she's suffering from. And if possible, Your Worship, for the court to arrange that she be taken at least for assessment by a psychiatrist. But essentially, she wants to take the medication, and maybe after taking the medication, Your Worship, she'll feel much better on the next occasion. That's correct, Your Worship.
It takes years.
It takes
so
time.
If that is what she wants, then who are we then to deny her that opportunity? It takes years.
I believe, Your Worship, that the issue of the psychiatrist, Your Worship, is a matter of last resort. What's important for her right now, Your Worship, is to take these prescribed medicine, Your Worship, so that at least she may feel better on the following occasion, Your Worship. Because really the issue of a bed, Your Worship, and going the psychiatric route, Your Worship, we might see ourselves coming back here in 2026, 2027, exactly, Your Worship. Yes, Your Worship. But because, Your Worship, we are aware that she was diagnosed, Your Worship, with a mental illness, Your Worship, I think it would be prudent for us, at least, or for the court, to at least give a time, Your Worship, to take this prescribed medication before we proceed. But really, there's no guarantee that next time we come back here, Your Worship, we won't be faced with a similar issue.
Because this is what happened last time. Remember? There was an application to adjourn the matter so that she can take the medication. We adjourned the matter for the following day again. She was unfit to proceed.
Rightfully so, Your Worship, but according to her, in yesterday's address, Your Worship, she said that this medication got finished mid-November, and then she started to suffer from this mental illness once more, Your Worship. Maybe if she can continuously take the medication, she'll feel much better. I don't know, Your Worship. I'm just a lawyer.
Okay, no, I know you just placing on record the instructions for implying but let's hear from the state council.
Thank you, Malady. I'm not sure which application is being made. That is my problem. Whether they say we'll dispense with whatever it said about psychiatrists. We want to continue using our medication and then we proceed with the matter. Or we want to get our medication, take them, and take the route of the psychiatrist. That route will also delay to the others. Everybody here wants to know his view. We are not here just to deal with the matter for years. I know others, they wanted to know where do they stand at the end of the day. It's been, as the court has alluded, the accused number one, we're dealing with accused number one, and it takes time. Even if we postpone it now, December is already closed now. I am also having some other matters. It means we're going to January. What about the others who are in custody? A speedy trial, which should be afforded to all accused persons. Yes. We're not here to make sure that everybody is they must stay here in custody. We want to see the matter being finalized. I think, my lady, we should have just a sisters. What is he applying for? Simple and straightforward, so that when you go home, we know what is the application.
Your Worship, I note the reservation from the state, Your Worship, and the court, respectively. I'll then ask for an adjournment to take full instructions. Just maybe 15 minutes should suffice for me to get proper instructions, Your Worship, because even the letter itself, Your Worship, is a bit ambiguous.
It's vague.
Vague, yes.
That letter is vague. If the doctor is saying that she is not mentally fit, what is he basing that on? Because
Good question.
Is just a doctor, not a psychiatrist. Is he basing that on what he heard from his patient? He is not helping us at all. It's not. Mr. Pitti will afford to that opportunity because it's very important that it be brought to the attention of practice number one that if we go the psychiatrist route, it takes years. It takes years to even secure a bed. And then as a counsel rightly pointed, what about other accused persons who indeed have a right to a speedy trial? They've been in custody since, I think, 2022. I believe they also want to see this matter to finality. All right.
Yes, Your Worship, but I won't respond to what my little friend has said, Your Worship, regarding other accused persons. He knows there are avenues for that. But for now, Your Worship, if I may just consult my client, Your Worship, and come back with a much more complete instruction.
All right.